Welcome to another episode of the Analysis Show with your one and only Finesse, Antetokounmpo, and Tony.
What up, man?
Season 3, we're back. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I got so much stuff to talk about. But, you know, I missed this. I missed the vibe, the studio. I missed the Milwaukee.
Driving over here, it was like first day of school.
Yeah, first day of school. I gotta look fresh.
We're back.
Yeah,
back doing things here. It's great.
First of all, before we start, I got to make some announcements. First announcement is we have a new sponsor, the analysis by Gruber Law.
Give it up one time.
Yes.
Gruber Law.
Thank you so much. Can't say thank you enough to our other sponsors as well, Carbliss and Potawatomi Hotels and Casino, being with us since the beginning. These people have been amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the show, supporting me, supporting Tony, and supporting us. Second announcement, re-signing with Good Karma Brands, ESPN/ESPN in Milwaukee.
Even bigger news.
Even bigger news. Re-signing company. I'm so happy re-signing with them. It's my second year doing podcasts and just, being in this space, but very, very excited. Thank you for trusting me, Tony. Thank you, Mr. Craig, everybody in the team. Thank you for working so hard on my behalf on the behalf of the show. But you guys make this reality. And let's get more.
Real quick, I gotta chime in with two quick things here. You said thank Good Karma and everyone for trusting you.
Yes.
Nobody in this space works harder than you do. I work with radio people every day, right? Every single day that don't have another full-time job, and you work harder than them at this craft. So I know on behalf of everyone, I can't wait to see all the things we create this season, 2025 and beyond, because we're taking this thing over. Also, you mentioned Gruber real quick. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Take Giannis out of the equation because he's the most recognizable person in Milwaukee. Is David Gruber number 2?
Yes.
100%, right?
No, it wasn't. I didn't even think about it. Everywhere. I've been here. This is
year 7.
Yes, going to year 7, year 6, going to year 7. But the thing is, when I first came with Giannis, first got drafted 2013, we came here to Milwaukee, and I still think I remember.
You remember seeing him then?
I see. No, some of it's like either billboard or commercial, but like, it had to be.
Oh, for sure.
But
branding genius. I remember being young in middle school, elementary school. So like we're talking like the 2005, 2006. On the television all the time. Yeah,
Gruber
one
Law.
Call, that's all.
And you know what that means, right? We're in the big leagues now. That's what he means.
That's what's up.
Okay. Third announcement is that I'm pitching tomorrow for the Brewers.
Yes, you are.
First pitch.
That's why I had to wear this today. I'm excited.
We'll see how that looks. Don't clown me online. Or maybe do clown me. I don't care, to be honest with you. I'm the master of not giving a F. So I don't care.
So Friday night.
But come support. It's gonna be fun. And,
at the Brewers game. The game starts at 7:10. So be in your seats by 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
Yeah, because you'll be on the field first pitch.
First pitch. And then you guys gonna see in the socials. Everybody gave me kind of tips, advice, and how to.
Oh yeah,
pitch,
a little behind the scenes. How many baseballs have you thrown in your life?
None.
0 baseballs.
I never grew up with baseball, so it's not.
It just makes sense. Like baseball's not popular in Greece.
Yeah, but if you're an athlete, you're an athlete. So let's see. Let's see if I can translate to that sport.
So check out the socials later because we got advice from Christian Yelich,
yes,
who was the MVP of baseball.
Yes.
He knows a thing or two.
Mm-hmm.
We got advice from AJ Dillon,
yes,
who has been on the podcast, but also he's thrown out the first pitch twice for the Brewers. Yeah, 2 times. He must have been really good at it.
Yeah,
so that, and then we have a third person who had some advice for you.
Hall of Famer, bro.
Hall of Famer, all-time great, top 10 Yankee of all time.
All times.
I
couldn't even believe it when he was giving me the advice, though.
You
can say his name.
I was going to say, we can, a little behind the scenes, that was one of the coolest interactions I've ever had. We're on the golf course. We'll talk more about New York, but we were on the golf course, and Mariano Rivera, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, we tell him, check the socials, we tell him, like, hey, TA.
Can you give me advice? And he's like, raise your leg, and so technical, too. I was like, oh, shit, okay.
I thought he was going to tell you, like, yeah, don't screw up, or like, hey, throw fast.
No, he became a coach, manager, sorry. His manager, right?
It is manager in baseball. There you go.
He became a manager, like, in the split of a second, like, hey, you got this is your stance, 60 feet. Don't bounce it. He kept saying, don't bounce it. So
It was incredible.
It's either going straight or it's going high. It ain't going low.
I have the full video on my phone. It's like 4.5 minutes, and it's one of the greatest pitchers of all time, breaking it down on a golf course.
Yes.
To the point where he went 60 feet away, measured it out,
Pitch.
and he took the cover off of his driver so he could catch a golf ball. And TA wound up, whipped it over to him.
You guys gonna see the video.
It was a strike. It was a strike.
Fun.
It's great stuff.
Man, such a big summer. Everything for my family, for our family actually, because I can show you guys my family as well. Like you guys support me every day and listen to the pod, watch the YouTube, watch the show, and just being a part of. So it was a big summer for us. We had weddings, Olympics, me doing rehab every day, and it was just like such a big summer. But I loved it, and you guys gonna see like a lot of cool interviews I did in the Olympics coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I think, there was a video that my brother posted. It was like, I think it might have been like 4 or 5 days ago, where we did an opening in one of our stores, and it was like, don't take this love for granted. And I really, this is a reminder always, and for me, like, I don't take this for granted. I really appreciate you guys supporting. I really appreciate you guys what you're doing, and I hope like I make you guys proud, and the way I am, the way I act, and the way I carry myself at the same time. But apart from that, let's get it. This is my message, you guys. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Come on, talk to me. What we got, Tony?
All right, we're going to start this off with the 4 quarters segment, taking it back to something we've done.
Okay, 4 quarters, presented by Carbliss.
Ready to drink cocktails, vodka and tequila. Which one do we have here? Watermelon margarita. All right. Post show. The first question I wanted to hit you with. So you did mention busy summer, lots going on, right? One of the highlights, probably the highlight outside of the Olympics and some other stuff, the wedding.
Yeah.
So the first question I wanted to ask you, just overall, obviously we don't have to dive deep. There are some photos online. Your family looks incredible, by the way.
Thank you.
Amazing photos.
It was just it was an amazing feeling. It was a great moment and a union. It's just something amazing for our family. It was already like that. It was just for a celebration of love and family. And I'm so happy for everybody. So happy. I think we enjoyed it more than the people who was actually setting it up. So enjoyed it more. But
were you tired afterwards? It looked like it was a marathon.
Exhausted. You can't even imagine. Like, I gotta take all this off camera. But maybe if you guys join my Discord, I'll give you guys more details. If you guys join my Discord, I'll give you a little bit more. But man, it was insane. I don't want to even talk about the guests and who was there, but it was everybody. And just like showed love and came to Greece.
I was gonna say, because the coolest part is that people traveled all the way to Greece.
All the way, and the 3 days, and how it was set up, and what it was like. It was amazing. I don't want to give a lot of details because it wasn't mine wedding. So,
well, congrats to the entire family.
Thank you.
All right, outside of the wedding, a couple other big events this summer. The first one we'll get into for question number 2 on 4 quarters, presented by Carbliss. What was your favorite part about the Olympics?
Favorite part of the Olympics? Just my brother holding the flag.
That
was
pretty epic.
That was epic, bro.
Worth every raindrop that you guys sat through.
You don't even want to know how much the tickets cost. Tickets cost like $10,000.
Really?
$10,000 a ticket, bro. To just see the boats just go through, and you see them glimpse, and then nope. Then it's the next boat. And if you don't, if you were booking the same day or the last day, it was like crazy amount of money. And the tiers about the tickets was like, they would go from 500 to 1,000 to 7,000, and then if they buy them, just like in the States, resale or whatever, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, just, and it's padded too. So they was just trying to take advantage of just everything. But one thing I would say was that was the most epic moment, like for me. But I would say there was a lot of things that kind of disrupt the flow of the Olympics. But other than that, it was amazing.
it's interesting because so we'll tease this too. Like we were out there, and when you weren't with the national team, when I kid you not, when I said earlier, TA works extremely hard on this podcast. There was a time where you went from the arena right into an interview with Dirk, which we've already posted, so we can talk about that one. We're like to the point where I called you and you said, "Coach is talking to us in the locker room. Give me 10 minutes." And you went right from the arena to there. But we had talked to how many amazing people out there. Episodes to be released later. But
man, so I'll tell you one thing. Okay. But I do think I do have great work ethic. Like and you can ask anybody. They'll let you know. Like I work hard. But at the same time, I'm happy. You know, I do it with a smile on my face. I don't do it in a sense of like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Like I approach every day because I'm learning, and these things that I'm learning and through all the jobs, through everything I'm doing in my life, I couldn't learn in school. I couldn't learn nowhere in the world. You know, it's people who like literally will email, DM, resume, send me and say, hey, I want just like, you know, for you to mentor me or for you to be on or because of all the things I'm doing and how I am moving and how I'm evolving as a player, as a person, as a brand, and as an individual. So it's for me, it's just this journey that I'm enjoying a lot, you know. So I'm hyped about that. But then I do have like I don't complain, bro. I'm with it. But that's why I am who I am. Bro.
That's why I love working on this. That's because that's that.
I appreciate it though for like
ethic. No,
saying that because
it's real.
I do work
I
hard.
want people to know that because I feel like a lot of people, a lot of athletes too, can get into this space.
Yeah.
And like you hear people talk all the time, and you know, depending on what it is, like an athlete can just like Tom Brady, right? He went from the NFL, took a year off, and he jumped in. I think he took a year off, jumped right into the broadcast booth.
Oh yeah.
And
huge contract, by the way. I think
monster contract. I think it starts with a 3.
Oh my God.
I think it's like 10 years, like 300 something.
Oh,
but
did he make that much while playing?
Probably over the course of his career in total. Okay. But
I don't know the I don't know.
NFL. So like when he first blew up and won a couple Super Bowls, quarterbacks were not making. Now Patrick Mahomes makes like 60 a year. Jordan Love makes 55 a year. Oh. I don't think Brady ever made like more than 45, but every year it just goes up and up for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He has this commercial where it's like all the doubters and people are saying like, why don't you just go to the beach? Why don't you just you're done? And Brady's sitting at his desk, and then someone comes up to him and he says something like, you're the greatest ever. Now do it again. And it's him like studying how to be a good I don't like Tom Brady, right? Tom
why
Brady.
You don't like Tom?
I respect Tom Brady, but I don't like Tom Brady.
There has to be a reason why you don't like him.
I feel like he was too good. And honestly,
what?
All right, it wasn't fun. The Packers have only gone to the Super Bowl twice in my lifetime. I'm a Packers fan, right? Brady went like 100 times. So I just got annoyed. I was jealous of him. All right, that's what it is.
Okay.
That's why I don't like Tom Brady.
Okay.
But either way, this commercial, I was like, man, I don't really like Tom Brady, but this commercial was so cool because it was just like learning this new craft, not taking it for granted, and getting into it. And I was just like, yeah, this is. Like
you get out of basketball or your sport or anything you do, and then you come back, you become a rookie again, and then you build your craft and you build your stripes and you end your stripes and you,
That's what Dame said on this podcast about being a rapper, right? Mm-hmm. He's just like, when people recognize my name because of basketball. But when I'm in a recording studio, I'm not Damian Lillard. Like, I'm someone else. I'm a
Dame
rookie.
Dollar.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm here to learn. Yes. And I think it's great.
Yes, sir.
We started that talking about Paris in some of these interviews.
Oh, yeah.
Let fans know one person you talk to that we'll release very, very soon.
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
Bro, you guys going to love that interview. You're going to be like, shoot, this is so nice. And I don't want to hype it up a lot, but, like, this guy is so kind and so genuine, and just his story and how like he's funny too. So
it was such a cool experience being out there because guys like Marbury, Dirk, they were just casually walking around, and we had thanks to FIBA again for putting us.
Shout out to FIBA. Shout out to my man. Go. Yep.
You were gonna get there eventually.
Yeah, I was gonna get there.
Yeah. But the way these people would they come to this FIBA house, and they were just like everyone was so gracious with their time and like willing to hang out and talk basketball. And like at one point, I was talking basketball with Carmelo Anthony, and I was just like,
bro, he's a
bro,
this guy's he's a master. He talk is like opening the basketball Bible.
mm-hmm. But like
basketball, you talk to Carmelo.
Yeah, like Melo was incredible. I remember one time in Paris, I was walking down the street. I think I was coming to meet you for something, and I'm walking down the street, and I was like, man, that lady looks so. It was Dawn Staley. So I was like, man, why does she look so?
Look at her. This was Tony. He said, this guy, is that MJ? Guy looks, bro, what?
But so I saw her. I was like, we got to get her on the podcast. And she was walking, I thought, by herself. Mm-hmm. So I like went and talked to her, introduced myself. Great person. And out of nowhere, two other people come like from like behind her and approach her, and it was Megan Rapinoe and Sue Bird. And I was like, I was honestly a little starstruck by Megan Rapinoe because I was just like, oh, like I love.
Sue's so cool. Like,
and then Sue Bird joined the pod.
Yeah, she came. No, I had her in the interview as well for a little bit, but you guys will see it. So
yeah, for sure we'll see that very soon here in season 3. Just an incredible experience.
But yeah, that was Paris. You want me to tell you what I didn't like about Paris? Or
no, let's get into it.
Okay. So
because spoiler, my third question is about New York. Because I got some things I didn't like about New York.
So the thing I didn't like about Paris was like, first of all, it was expensive. Mm-hmm. Like Greece is not like that, but it's okay. I'm used to the U.S., so it was expensive. And the other thing that caught me off guard was the ceremony. So like, you know, like usually when a ceremony happens, it's like a stadium, right? It's a stadium full of people, and then you get to see it. Like you get to be in the stands, you get to see your brother or your family. Everybody gets to walk, you know. But now it was because it was in the city and it was through the river. It was on TV. It was spectacular. It looked like, oh my God, it's so amazing. They're going through the river and everybody's looking at it. But in reality, everything was blocked. You couldn't walk anywhere. You would go like this. You could I would literally see the where I need to be, my section, and they would tell me like, no, you got to go 1 hour and 25 minutes.
Oh no.
But yeah, and the other thing was like, why was basketball? Why was basketball in south of France?
So far away.
Yeah, because I'm like, if not the most popular sport at the time, because soccer came later, all the soccer. Like we was really popular as a sport. So I'm like, why are we not in Paris? But then I understood we would have blocked the streets. Like when we went to Paris, it was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. Everybody, like every team, and top 8 best. Like it was crazy.
It was pretty insane. I did have a quick Paris moment where one time in between recordings, I ran and grabbed lunch somewhere. Yeah. And I was just like, needed something quick, and the guy was like, I got something for you. Just try this. I still have dreams about this. It was the most basic sandwich ever. He brought me this ham, cheese, and it had this butter on it. But you could see it. It was fresh out of the oven. You could see the bread like absorbing this butter. It was getting.
I cannot believe we're having to.
Bro, I think about it still to this day.
So you think Paris cuisine is up there?
I don't. But this sandwich was.
This sandwich
was. Yeah. I think like Parisian food's like. Probably it's pretty overrated.
No, it's not overrated. I don't want to say it's overrated, but it's not the Greek or Italian.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
On the hierarchy of foods, it's not going to crack your top 10.
Yeah, but when it comes to something specific, like like sweets or like maybe cheeses or something like that, like it's okay.
Do you know what they do well?
But not as a cuisine overall.
The overall cuisine, I would think, is overrated. The appetizers are elite.
Okay.
Elite. Okay. And anything with this butter. I don't know what this butter was, but so good.
Let's get it. Okay, so what's next? New York?
Yeah, so then summer wrapped up. We had the family golf outing.
Oh,
for the
foundation
golf outing.
You guys were amazing. We did an event, a fundraiser for a lot of stuff we're doing in Nigeria right now, and it was amazing. Everybody showed up. And I didn't know so many people love golf. I was surprised, and it was teams of 4.
Yeah, so golf is always in a foursome.
Yeah, and then it ended up being 10 teams, 20 teams.
Oh, there were more. Yeah,
it was 14 teams, something like that. So, but everybody had fun, and everybody doing it. And I can't wait to see what they played.
One of us learned to golf yesterday or recently.
And me,
Yeah. Do you want?
Yeah, but okay, learn to golf. I just hit it, so I don't know if that's learning how to golf.
Do you know what's annoying?
What's
is
annoying?
that some people spend their whole lives, right?
Yeah.
And this wasn't me, but there are people there who like they're golfers.
Yeah.
And you and your brother go out on the driving range. First shot's terrible. Second shot, terrible. Third shot, 150 yards straight down the middle. And then at one point, Giannis goes, "Yeah, it's clicking for me.
It's
I got
clicking.
this."
I got. There's a video. Actually, he posted. Did he? No.
I don't know if it's posted
Yeah.
yet. There will be a bunch of stuff. Follow all the socials for all that.
Right, it's
but
clicking. I can see it. I can see. Yeah, because it's a feel.
you were half swinging. You like held it here, and it was super uncomfortable. And you just like, and once you got the hang of it, just that natural athleticism.
I think this year I'm gonna visit a lot of top golf places.
All right,
And
we
just,
can
like,
do that.
I'm surprised when people just hold it with one hand and just like. Boom.
No, that's like special. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, how do you? I can't even. But okay.
But when y'all started connecting on these, and
They
you
were
were
good to
you were
go, huh?
using you were using a pitching wedge at one point, so that's only supposed to go 150 yards, really high, close to the pin.
Yeah.
There were people standing behind me, and they were like, they were upset with you guys.
Upset? Why?
I mean, they were jealous.
Ah,
Because you don't golf, and then you step onto their course,
yeah,
and you can just do it just naturally.
Maybe when we retire, we can become like part-time golfers. You never know.
There you
never
go.
know.
I saw you. I saw Giannis putting. He had the hang of that. Yeah, he
I
had the
didn't.
hang of that one.
I did do some like years ago with the Bucks. We kind of had the Bucks Open or Bucks Masters. That's what we
Okay.
called it. Bucks Masters. Yeah.
Well, yeah. If
And
anyone
they give
wants
you,
to
they
invite,
give you this green jacket in the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you win the like.
if anyone wants to invite us golfing, just let me know.
Hey, anytime. And what was the question about New York?
Oh yeah, that was getting into the New York question. What is your your most favorite and least favorite part about New York City?
Okay, we always start. I always start from the bat. So least favorite is traffic. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Traffic. Like you can't. Like it's literally a mile away, and it's like GPS keeps at 22
It
minutes.
just keeps going.
No,
Just keeps
20,
going up.
22 minutes. I go like this 2 blocks, still 22 minutes. No, that's the least favorite, and the best. I think it's just like it's the capital. It looks like the capital of the world sometimes. Like it's so many people from all around the world and so many languages and like. But I feel, to me, I feel like if you want to be in New York, you gotta live in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You can't leave. Like I hear people who live in New York and like an hour away from the city, but I'm in New York. I'm like, oh yeah, you are. But like I feel like as a New Yorker or live in New York, I would love to live in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I noticed this is only my second time in New York.
And a lot of Greek and Nigerians in New York. So.
There's a lot, and I just thought it was cool. Like you would be on a corner, right, and you're just walking, whether it was through Times Square on Park Ave, kind of where I was like staying, and at any point you could hear like 5 or 6 different languages. That's incredible. I love that part of New York. There's also hot dogs on every corner, so I love that part of New York so much. Every corner. There was one time I saw.
You know how they call the hot dog? How they call hot dog in New York? What's the other word for hot dog?
Like a glizzy? Yeah. But there was a sign at one point, and it said, "Buy 7, get 1 free."
Buy 7, get 1
Buy
free.
7. This guy on the corner was selling hot dogs. He said, "Buy 7, get 1 free." And there was a part of me that thought about it.
Bro, it was just you. How are you going to eat 7 hot dogs?
There's no
bro?
way. There's 0% chance. But it's hard to pass up a good deal.
Okay.
But I did realize the traffic in New York is all because of the people.
How many
The
people are there,
pedestrians, the people walking.
Oh yeah, but it was the United Nations too, so we can't just say we can't just
for
blame
sure.
New York. But New York traffic, it's like
But I just realized, like, being from Milwaukee, you walk down the street here. If the sign says "don't walk," I generally stop at the crosswalk. In New York,
they
nope.
don't stop.
No one stops, and it causes all types of
Yeah,
traffic.
because it's New York rules is different.
Yeah, I learned those.
Is there-
So by day 2, I was walking. I was just minding my own business, keep
Okay.
on going. The fourth question. 4 quarters got a little long today. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
The fourth question here, I wanted to go back to you throwing out the first pitch and just like your level of excitement to be out there.
Very excited.
40,000 fans.
No, it's not 40,000. Tony, are you joking?
It holds 46. So by the time first pitch is there, it's right before the game, and the Mets are in town.
You got to call him and tell him I'm not doing it. 40,000.
It's double Pfizer for sure.
Double Pfizer. All right. Well,
You don't feel
Mariano, you know
pressure.
what my man? No, of course not. But I'm just saying, like, what my man Mariano said, don't bounce it. Just throw it up high. If it goes up high, cool. Just don't bounce it.